Today's story is based on a girl who was full of physical lust. She did not get peace by suppressing herself day and night, just like a drug addict cannot live without drugs. Similarly, this girl could not live without sex. The story begins and we see a man named Salek who finds a girl lying unconscious outside his house. He brings her to his house and bandages her wounds because she was badly injured. After some time the girl regained consciousness. Salek was a composed man. He asks her what happened to her. Who are you? The girl tells him her name is Joy. She says that I am suffering from a disease due to which my sexual desire never gets quenched. Salek wanted to hear her full story, so he started listening to her carefully. On Salek's saying, Joy starts telling her story, and she starts her story from childhood. When she was 12 years old, today she was leaving water in the bathroom with her friend and taking off her panties and dragging her body on the floor so that she can feel sexual desire, whereas Joy's parents did not know anything about her. They did not even know that their daughter had any disease. Joy's father was a doctor, and little Joy used to caress her body parts after seeing dirty pictures in his books. Now Joy had become an adult and she was having an affair with a boy named Jimmy for the last 1 year now. She did not want to play with her friends, so she would come to Jimmy and ask him to have sex with her so that she can open her account for the first time. Jimmy agrees to her and opens her account by having sex with her, but Joy does not enjoy it because she was not feeling anything after this. When she sits in the train to go home, she starts feeling the desire to play sex games with the man sitting next to her, after which both of them start in the bathroom of the train itself, but Joy does not feel anything like Jimmy. She does not enjoy it at all. After a few years, Joy became even more young. Now her sex appetite had increased so much that she would start masturbating while sitting anywhere. Her lust would cross the extreme limit on seeing boys. She got married at the age of 21. Her husband's name was Jerome. After meeting Jerome, she had controlled her sexual desire to a great extent. Both were living their lives well. Today she gives birth to a boy whom they name Mason. After the birth of the child, Jerome started his work. Due to being busy, he was not able to play physical games with Joy like before. In other words, he was not able to make Joy happy. So one day Jerome asks her to have a relationship with someone else. Joy first refuses but later agrees, so she goes out to satisfy her lust and comes home late at night. 3 years had passed in this way. One day Joy sees a man outside her office, after which she sends a proposal to sleep with him through a man, to which the unknown man readily accepts. After a while, Joy is sitting in a hotel room waiting for the unknown man, where the man brings his friend along. Joy tells him that you can do anything, I just want to have fun. After listening to her, both of them first take off her clothes, then they both decide who will do the front and who will do the back. Now here both of them start driving the horse cart with Joy, but even after making Joy play his tabla, she does not feel anything special, after which she gets angry, picks up her clothes and leaves. After that, out of frustration, Joy went to a man named Cain. Cain used to take money to beat and torture lust-hungry women so that they get more excited and enjoy the physical game. Joy started coming to Cain every day. He always tied Joy properly on the sofa and took her to his house. He used to check with his fingers what to do with Joy today and how to do it. One day when there was no one at Joy's house, Joy's son Mason wakes up from sleep and goes to the balcony, but Jerome comes and saves him before the accident happens. After this, on Christmas Day, Jerome clearly tells Joy that she has to choose between her family and her lust. Joy, full of lust, chooses her pleasure without thinking anything. Hearing Joy's decision, Jerome drives her out of his house. Troubled Joy now comes to Cain. She comes there and asks him to make love with her because it was not Joy's turn today. Angry, Cain starts treating her very badly. Salek asks Joy, "How is your son?" Mason, hearing this, Joy throws Salek's cup and says that Jerome sent her to the hostel. Looking at Joy, it was clear that she is very sad with this dirty disease because she had to leave her family. Because of this, the story goes further. She tells that after some years she started enjoying physical play, but in the pursuit of pleasure she injured herself a lot to get herself treated. She asks her boss for help. The boss agrees to help her, but at the same time she tells Joy that everyone in the office knows that you are with a new man every night. You have to change your habits, man, or job is your choice. And this time also Joy chooses fun instead of man. She was now very troubled. She started feeling that she was not made for this society. She just kept thinking that she was not made for this society. She kept meeting wrong people. One day she meets a man named G, who she already knew. On Joy's request, he gives her the job of a servant. For this job, G gives her 2 bodyguards. Soon Joy started doing this job very well because she was enjoying this job. One day G calls her and says that you are doing very well now. The time has come that you also choose a disciple for yourself and make her like you. G advises Joy to raise a 15-year-old girl named O. She was from a criminal family. Her father was still in jail and her mother was killed while dealing in drugs. After this, Joy trains O so that she can befriend her. After meeting O, it felt like days started passing and Joy became a deep friend of O. One day Joy asks her to come to her house to stay. She agreed to this and came to stay in her house forever. Gradually Joy started teaching her all the details of her business. While living together, both of them started getting attracted and they started licking each other. After a few days, Joy reached Jerome's house by mistake to fulfill her mission. Due to this, Joy asks O to complete her mission. She completes her work successfully, but some things go wrong. After a few days, Joy started regretting her act because she had made physical relationship with Jerome along with Joe. Seeing this, she became very sad and somewhere she started feeling jealous, and due to this jealousy she decided to kill Jerome. To kill Jerome, she entered his house with a gun where Jerome was with O, but even after trying a lot she could not kill him. Maybe there was some problem with his gun, but Jerome gets angry and beats Joy a lot. Not only this, he plays physical games with O in front of her. Joy asks Selick why my gun did not work on this. Selick tells her that maybe you did not know how to use that gun, or you did not want to kill Jerome. That is why you did not shoot friends before. Moving forward, we request you that if you like our video, then subscribe to your own V4 Movie Explainer channel so that you keep getting such amazing videos. Along with this, we request you to keep getting such amazing videos of Joy's work. The story of lust ends here, but before going to sleep she asks Salek to leave. From there, at night when Joy was fast asleep, Salek secretly comes to her room and tries to force himself on her, to which Joy asks him to stop by biting her throat. When he does not listen, Joy actually shoots him dead because Joy liked to do all this with her own will and not to do it secretly by deceit, so she kills Salek.